Music City tonight with Crook and Chase. It's an evening with Merle Haggard and friends. Welcome to Music City tonight with Crook and Chase. Katie is in for Lorianne tonight. We welcome the newest member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. What an honor to have Merle Haggard with us here tonight. Hello, Merle. Yes, sir. Now this, by the way, is kind of a new look. Merle walked over and said, "I'll be back." You know, I mean, what's with the glasses there, Merle?
Well, I tell you what, it's a long story with a bad punchline.
Oh, really?
It's like this. I did my nails before I come down here because we play guitar and we try to keep our nails right. Mm-hmm. And I went to change my contact and the nails were in the wrong place and it cut my...
Oh, really?
I cut my eye last night.
You scratched your eye a little bit.
Trying to get my contact out because my fingernails were different. And,
well, it's hard to tell on television.
That's the end of my story.
Oh. Yeah, you're right about that punchline, Merle. You know, now, if you feel comfortable wearing the glasses, go ahead and put them back on.
Okay,
you're welcome to do.
I do. Thank you very much.
Welcome to do whatever you want. There you go.
Proud to be a boogie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball.
He's influenced so many people, so it's a way for us all to say thanks, Merle.
Merle is seeing how much people really love his music and love him. Whether he knew it or not, I don't know, but he knows it now, I'm sure, because everybody loves Merle Haggard, no question.
I don't think there's ever been any writer in the history of music, not only country music or any music, that's had this great a tribute paid.
There you go, Merle. It's evident the young stars, you know, are paying tribute and they're influenced by you. I know in your live shows, the audiences are younger and they're singing all the words to your songs. And I'm sure you've asked yourself, why are all these young people here? How do you answer yourself?
No, I just asked the young girls, the young ladies in the crowd to give a holler by themselves. And then when they do, I tell them how much I appreciate it, even though I have to ask for it.
Oh, they were hollering. I was out there hollering, "Free Bubba Love." I was going nuts.
How great it sounds.
Well, try it here with our crowd, real. Hey, try it here with our crowd real quick.
Well, let me hear all of the young ladies. Wait a minute.
Come on, Merle.
We've got a problem here.
No.
Oh no, you're in trouble
Would you two say something?
No.
Oh boy.
Let me hear the young girls. Is there any young girls out there? There's a considerable difference in that. It's nice to hear it once again, even if I have to ask for it. Hey, it's been great to be Merle Haggard the last month or two. A guy would have to be crazy not to be totally appreciative and in awe of my own life. I'm having more fun right now than I've ever been. I'm afraid to breathe. I'm afraid something's going to happen.
No.
Oh, it's been a great year.
It's been a great year for Merle Haggard.
You went back to San Quentin.
Yeah, did that.
To the very cell that you were in?
Went back to the very cell, and it was really just kind of scary, actually.
Was it occupied?
It was occupied, yeah.
It was.
It was? Well, we have an excerpt from the special. I think this is the one where you go to visit San Quentin. Watch this. Merle's special coming up.
They brought me here on an old correctional bus with bars on it, and handcuffs and leg irons and all that. And it's quite an emotional experience for me to be this close to what I was so scared of. And I think the purpose for me being here is to maybe in some way say or do something that might direct someone else away from this place. This is San Quentin, and it's no different than it was 30 or 35 years ago. It's still the big house.
Did you want to go there to do that?
I've never wanted to go there.
Well, I know that.
I bet.
At no time in my life was I guilty of that.
But that had to evoke some emotions you've probably been repressing over the years.
Oh, maybe so. It's like going to a psychiatrist, or you bring out things that way. It causes you
dream things at night. Revived an old dream. I used to wake up dreaming that I was back in the jail again, and it's just the worst dream I could have. And I had it for years, and then I finally got to where I didn't have it again. And after I went back to San Quentin, I had that dream a couple of times.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
The newest member of the Country Music Hall of Fame has inspired millions. The life of Merle Haggard and his music through his own eyes, his family, and his friends in a 2-hour, 2-part series. With a star-spangled cast singing his songs as part of the Mama's Hungry Eyes album project. All profits benefit the Second Harvest food banks across America.
I came back to this old town 'cause my home was here, to try to find some things I'd left behind. I'd only been away for just a few short years, but I forgot about the pace of modern times. I saw changes all around me, and some were good, but I hardly recognized our side of town. They tore down the swinging casing from the cottonwood, and I'd forgot about the place of modern time. And they're tearing the labor camps down, and I feel a little sentimental shame. Was a hungry man gonna live out in this town? They're tearing the labor camps down. The Hilltop Family Market had been moved somewhere. The place was changed to fit the newer homes, and the folks that I remember were no longer there. And that cabin that my daddy built was gone. They're tearing the labor camps down, and I feel a little sentimental shame. Where's a hungry man gonna live out in this town? They're tearing the labor camps down. They're tearing the labor camps down.
It seems like that the music is music about television. It used to be music that was about music.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when you hear music on the radio, all you're hearing is a soundtrack of a video.
Yeah,
And
so you got a point there.
I never looked at it that way. I always thought that videos should be cut after the song was written. And now it sounds like we're listening to soundtracks, and where the mood of the record used to carry the whole weight of the performance. And I sometimes wonder if that's true now.
It might be to some degree. Yeah, I think so. Have you ever done a video?
I've done 2 videos, and they were each one of them voted #1 of the year. I had the first #1 video in country music.
What was it? Was it Okie?
So, the Good Times Really Over.
Good Times Really Over, that's it. Yeah.
And then the next year, Willie and I had the #1 duet video on Poncho and Lefty that his daughter produced.
So you quit while you were on top?
No, I just...
He was just ahead of him,
Yeah.
way ahead of the time.
I noticed there was a real neat thing happen when we quit making records 3 or 4 years ago. Our attendance started to go up.
Isn't that something? Well, they can't hear you,
You
on
mean
the
I gotta
radio.
quit making records for my attendance to go up?
Well, they can't hear you on the radio, Merle. They come see you.
That's-
I
that
guess.
might
Tell
be
you
it.
the
That
honest
might be
truth. A couple of years ago, our attendance started to go up. We played a Wednesday night in a little town in between Tacoma and Seattle, Washington, the other night. A big old dome. It had 12,800 people on a Wednesday night.
Really? Now,
That's not bad,
That's
man.
strong, Merle. That is strong.
Great.
Well,
Sound like Billy Graham or somebody.
well, you may have been acting like Billy Graham in there, you know?
No, I'm proud of that, and our popularity, our music, the popularity of the music is tremendous. I'd have to be a fool not to feel the blunt of all the heat that's happening right now, and it's a great feeling.
Well, I would imagine. Now, you know, you speak about Willie and all these other wonderful people involved. Do you stay in close touch with these people, or you just see them on occasion?
Well, you know, Willie and I see each other every once in a while. He called me right before the induction into the Hall of Fame. You know, he was supposed to have done that, and he had a tour overseas that he would have had to cancel in order to do it. Mm-hmm. I said, well, get it canceled.
Yeah, that's right. I'm surprised he wasn't playing golf, and that's why he wanted to cancel, you know?
No, he was busy, and he was supposed to do it, but he called me and apologized for not being there, and I'm very honored that he did.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing, man?
Just hanging out here shooting hoops.
Well, why wasn't you there last night?
Why wasn't I there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince.
I figured you wouldn't show up.
Ooh, got you there.
He's nearly right.
Oh, well, no. Have the two of you worked together, Vince, you and Merle? Have you worked together before on any projects?
We did one show together about, I guess, 5 or 6 years ago in California, and it was one of the biggest thrills of my life. And I met him for the first time in about 1980 with Emmylou Harris. We got to come on the bus. He was playing a honky-tonk outside of Denver, Colorado, and he actually kind of knew who I was, made my night.
I think Leona Williams introduced you and I.
That's right.
Yeah,
Leona had cut one of my songs.
that's right, yeah.
That's always handy. Merle, he did, of course, The Farmer's Daughter on your song, and you've heard the version. And any comments on that?
I think he's got a #1 record on it. I hope he puts it out. I think it's a great performance.
Tonight there'll be candlelight and roses in this little country chapel that's almost falling